I'm Lucy Brazier. I'm CEO of Marcham Publishing, and we publish Executive Secretary magazine. Executive secretaries all over the world are one of the backbones of industry. We're looking at a fifth of the world's working population, and 98% of them are women. So that's a huge group of people to be misunderstood. And we started this magazine 5 years ago because the recession was saying that assistants didn't get any training at all. So we took the concept of putting together a magazine that was purely training and no advertising at all, with the idea that then the assistants whose businesses wouldn't support their training would pay for them to have training in print. And that has worked because we're now going into 182 different countries. The training provides everything from the kind of Microsoft training that you would expect an assistant to be doing, all the way through to personal development and inspiration, really good dose of inspiration in there. We want assistants to understand how key their roles are within their companies, and the best trainers in the world write for Executive Secretary. In fact, when we first launched, we joined 49 LinkedIn groups and then launched one ourselves. And we asked you who you had seen train that you thought was really amazing right the way across the world. And you came back to us in your droves and told us. So then we went to them and asked them to write for us. We also asked you what subjects you wanted training in. And you came back to us and told us, and where we didn't have a trainer who could do that, we went to Amazon, found the best-selling books in the world, and asked those authors to write for us as well. So I can honestly, hand on heart, say that we have the best trainers in the world for assistants writing for the magazine. Our readers range from everything from those that are right at the beginning of their career, that are aspiring for a long-term career in this marketplace. And make no mistake, it isn't a job anymore, it is a career, it is a profession. All the way through to assistants who have been in the industry for a very long time and are looking for that kind of kickstart in what they're doing, some inspiration to get them back on track again. And our average number of years of experience for our subscribers is 18 years. So it's every bit as useful for people who have been in the profession for a long period of time as it is for those who are starting out and want to make an impact. We're at Office Show because it is one of our biggest shows of the year. I travel all over the world, and this year I've spoken in 26 countries at 173 different events. But this one is really key for us. We exhibit here so that we can meet current subscribers and to meet new ones as well. But the feedback is always absolutely fantastic, and I'm always absolutely blown away by the people that come up and seem to know us, know me, know the magazine, and people just love it. Totally different concept to anything else that's out there. We're here at Office Show not just to sell the magazine and to get new subscribers. We're also here running a theatre. We run conferences alongside the magazine because it made sense, obviously being a training publication, that we would then take that training and do it live. And that is realised in our conferences, Executive Secretary Live, which now run in London, in Dubai and in South Africa. And next year we're going to Asia as well. As I said earlier, I travel the world speaking at hundreds of events, and whilst I'm travelling, I look at the speakers and I find the 8 that I think are the most inspirational and the best speakers that I can find, and then I invite them to London to come and speak at the conference, which this year is in April. After that, they've signed a 5-year contract, so you know that they'll then be coming to Dubai later on, they'll then be going to South Africa later on, they'll then be going to Asia after that. And here at the show, we're hosting an Executive Secretary Live theatre in order to kind of profile the speakers that we've got at the conferences and give the people who are visiting a taste of what it is that we're doing. So here we have people like Melba Duncan, who wrote the iconic article in Harvard Business Review about the role of the assistant, Laura Belgrado, who I think is probably the best trainer in Europe right now, and Vicky Sokol-Evans, who just trained Bill Gates's team. So amazing, amazing speakers. But we have in the past and coming soon are people like Zelda Lacrangi, who was here speaking today, who was Mandela's assistant, Laura Schwartz, who was Director of Events at the White House. We've had Bill Gates's assistant speaking, Anne Hyatt, who looks after the Chief Executive at Google. So the really top assistants in the world giving their expertise and giving you tips from the top. I started in this market 5 years ago, going out, talking to assistants, but very much as a publisher. But I very, very quickly realised that this was a market full of people that were undervalued, usually underpaid, and that didn't have faith in themselves. So a lot of what I've been doing in the last 5 years is going out and giving the assistants permission almost to be amazing, because they are. And I can't think of a more fantastic marketplace. primarily of women, but there are some great men in this marketplace too. But the role has changed totally in the last 7 years, mainly because of the recession. The middle management went and they asked the assistants to step up, usually with no more money and definitely with no more training. So that's where the magazine fits into the gap. I got given an award this morning, which absolutely blew me away and was totally unexpected. They handed me an award on stage, which was the PA Contributor of the Year, which is just about the work I'm doing really to promote the role. And when I'm out speaking all over the world, I do a lot of trying to change the perceptions of what the assistant is and make the businesses understand that it is now a profession and it isn't just a job. So it's really, really exciting to receive that award in recognition of all the work I've been doing. If you're interested in subscribing or in attending the event, we've actually put together business case letters for you that you can take to your business that explain why they should be paying for it on your behalf. So you don't even have to do that piece of work yourself. We can send those to you by email and you can just forward it on to your executive or to your HR department. Because the thing about this magazine is it isn't just a magazine. It's professional training in print and it's continuous personal development. So your business should very definitely be paying for you.